Thursday evening. All right, all right. Okay, most of you hearing this right now are seeing this on the replay. I'm going to wait just a few minutes to give a few people to chime in, and then we're going to get started. I'm a few minutes early. It is about 17 minutes till 7 o'clock, and I'm at the Atlanta yard. I just dropped one. I hooked up to another one. It's going to Lawrence. What's up, Rambler? How are you, my brother? Hey, real quick while I'm waiting on people to tune in, can you hear me loud and clear? Is audio good? Video okay? I'm lighted up all right? What's up, Brian Adams? I know you hear this all the time, Adams, but man, I used to love that song, Straight from the Heart, when I was a kid. I think that was maybe a mid to late 80s Brian Adams song. What's up, Blair Pilgrim? So my audio is good. Right on. You hear the thump? All right. Um, I got something I was going to discuss. I'd mentioned in my last video. I seen like 700 of you and saw the video uploaded today. This trucker rocks. How about those remixes I've been finding? That is actually from like a DJ group called DJs from Mars. I've probably used 5 of theirs recently. Pretty cool stuff. And I'm not running into any kind of copyright problems because they used somebody else's material to mix these all up. So who would they be to throw a copyright strike on somebody? So it works out pretty good. Thanks a lot, Blair. All right. Da 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 da. I've got my little notebook here. Not that I'm going to be going over it, I'm going to be writing in it and helping, getting some input from you guys. Which Blair, I know you're on the video today, and you're always giving me some super cool ideas, and I've used a few of them. Like I'm getting ready to do a little bit of equipment upgrade. I've got a new camera. I mean, it's not to replace this. It's going to be a camera that's kind of a bridge between this and this. Like on my road footage, which I know a lot of you guys really like the road footage, that's what I put the rock and roll music over. That's all filmed with this. But if I'm talking to somebody on the phone and I see something awesome, I can't get it. So I want to point and shoot. And I can't really take this all into shippers and receivers. I mean, I have, don't get me wrong, but it really grabs attention, when you go walking in with something like this. Generally, I mean, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't have this in there, but there's such a big difference in the audio. Like if I'm talking into it from this versus this, it's a big difference. Even if I do an enhanced volume type of thing to it, and I don't like to talk to my iPhone. Now, when I first started making YouTube videos, all I knew, all I had, all I used was an iPhone. And for you guys that are, thinking about starting vlogging, it's perfectly okay. But the more I do it, the higher my standards. Not so much that I mean, don't take this wrong, guys, because I really appreciate your support. Not that I so much give a shit what you guys think about the audio, the video quality, all that, but I don't know. It's a personal thing. So I've got this little Canon camera, and I think the audio is going to be decent. It's not going to be as good as this, but it's going to be better than this, and the video quality of it's supposed to be good. And I can snap some pictures too. I've got this website. I don't know if you guys have really been to it. I hadn't done a whole lot with it, called keepontruckin.life, and I'm wanting to build up like a gallery of pictures on there as time goes on, and I'm going to use that for it. And having stuff on memory cards, and then when it fills up, just take it out and put another memory card in, and I've got it backed up. That works a lot better to me than all this cloud shit and on digital devices. I like to have it backed up on memory cards, and I mean I back up some on hard drives, but I'm not the world's best about that. So that's going to be I'll be rolling out with that Sunday when I come out again. And I just got a comment for somebody saying you don't need to get another microphone. Yours sounds fine. The only microphone I've got is this, and then this one. But I don't know. Sometimes I hear like a little. But you guys have seen a few of the clips, but most of the ones that have that in it, you guys never see. But this isn't that kind of microphone. It's a microphone I can plug in to this iPad, which this is the way I like to go live, guys. But I just got a new case for the iPad that I didn't have before, and it wouldn't sit up like it is right now. And I would just be hand holding this or having it on a tripod or something along that lines. I hadn't even been looking at you guys' comments. Let me open up the comments on the iPhone. Ah, there it is. There's a little bit of a delay. And let's see. Top chat. There we go. There's the comments. Kentucky Trucker Zone. What's up, man? You enjoying your hometown, Kentucky? I know you are. How'd your eye appointment go? Okay, you're telling me in your comment. Your eyes are dilated going from the eye doctor. Oscar Zone loves the new remix music. Carlos is on. Hey now, what's up from Warner Robins, Georgia? Hey Joel, I'm in Georgia too, man. Do a video about backing. I'm wanting to do a video about backing. Have you guys seen the one I did? Heck, it's probably been like 2 years ago almost now, but it's called Backing Basics: How to Back a 53-foot Trailer. It's pretty good. It's not perfect. I wish I had a few do-overs as far as some of the shots that I got on there. But I've had numerous people that's run into me that said it really helped them, the whole turning towards the trouble and a couple other tips I go on there. But I absolutely want to make a backing video, but I'm going to need at least two of you. Three of you would be ideal uh, to make it the way that I've got in mind. But I agree. I want to make another backing video. I just don't really want to do it at a GMP yard because all ours ain't got no daggum lines. They're all like dirt yards. Okay, Eric, Kentucky trucker needs glasses. What's up, Yukon? Um, if I could go back in time and change one thing, like to my backing video or in general? In general, it's a great question, man. I've thought about this. My 10th grade year in football, I could have went up to the varsity and sat on the bench and like played some like offensive line nose guard. That's what I did before. But I elected not to. I decided I wanted to play JV football and I wanted to be a running back, which we had like a stable of like really good athletes for running back. But I was a fullback and I was fantastic at blocking. I did not fumble, but I did not have great speed. And like playing in the yard, I could catch like Jerry Rice. I don't know, in practice and games, I didn't do too good. But there was this one game against Callum Falls, and like looking back, I just did not have great awareness. I didn't really realize it was at the end of the game, but I have two chances, like on the goal line, to score a touchdown. And I'd never scored a touchdown before, and I got like stuffed at the goal line both times. We won still, we were like a touchdown or two ahead. So I mean, the game wasn't on the line or anything. But if I could go back, I don't know, scoring a touchdown, doing the icky shuffle, that was kind of cool at the time. Might have put me on like a different timeline. I don't know, but I've always had like a real regret of not punching it in the end zone. The one, well, actually two times that I had an opportunity to do it. It was a failure. Hey, Trucker Jim, this week's better now that you're back in your truck. It is, man. I'm having fun. I'm comfortable. Uh, yeah, it's good. Um, Holding your hand at Matt's helped me. Okay. Well, that's good to know, food merch. And you got some good coffee, too. Ever got that new boat? No, have I talked about getting a boat? I want to get my daggum kayaks that I bought like in 2011. And my girlfriend lives on a really, really pretty lake that I want to explore so bad. It's not a big lake; it's a small one. Um, but I just got to go to New Bern with something to bring a 12-foot kayak back. Um, Shout out a Brandon and Pamela Thing Trucker Vloggers. Excellent content. Help a young channel grow. All right, this is from Trucker Daddy. I have not watched these videos yet, but apparently there are some new trucker vloggers that are doing a good job. Brandon and Pamela. I guess their name is Thing Trucker, like Thing, like Wild Thing. Trucker Vloggers. He says it's good. So if you guys ain't doing nothing later, check it out. Is that your butterfly effect moment? It could be, man. There's probably more than one of them. Um, Hi, Jim. How are you, man? I'm good. Trucker Daddy. They're funny and do great. All right, I'm caught up to the comments now. Played varsity all through high school. Was too big, too fast for JV. Thanks. I wasn't, but I was a 5'8", 160-pound offensive lineman, and I was a left tackle. And for you guys that know football, that is the most important position on the line because that protects the quarterback's blind side. And my 11th grade and 12th grade year, I was starting left tackle. Eric Gray was the quarterback, and he got sacked one time by my defender, and it was such bullshit. And this guy was 6'7". Um, I can't remember his name, but the other guy that I blocked, if I wasn't blocking him, was named Henry Hammond. He went to South Carolina and was a Gamecock. Never really did anything there because he really wasn't that good. Like, I took care of business with him all night. But on this one play where the white one, the I remember when I like gearing up for that football season, the whatever the paper for like South Carolina football that comes out at the beginning of the season. These two dudes were on the cover, and it was kind of like an angle. I took a Big John, but it had twin towers. One was 6'7", one was 6'8". The camera was down on the ground, taking a picture of them. We hung that in the weight room, and I knew this was my senior year. I was going to be blocking those two guys that night because one was like a tackle, one was an end or something like that. Well, one time I was blocking the white one and I could get up under him, and heck, all I had to do was like get in their way for like 5 seconds and I did my job. Well, for some reason, I heard a whistle. Like there was a whistle. So I stopped and he went on by me and sacked the quarterback. And well, apparently, I don't know, the ref didn't seem to blow the whistle. So Eric got sacked that one time, but it was funny. Just this past It was either this past Saturday or the one before. I'm riding through Due West, right? This was right after I'd filmed that Abbeville Spring Festival video that most of you probably haven't seen. But I was doing a little recording of Due West that hadn't made it to a video yet. And this expedition was pulling up to the four-way stop, and I got it. And I was like, that's Mookie. That was Eric's nickname was Mookie. I went through, he went this way, so I turned around and we chatted for a while. But I felt his presence. This was my quarterback from 20 plus years ago. But back when we were playing, I kind of developed a sense and knowing where he was at, which was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Let's see. That man was an offensive tackle. I was, and I was awesome at it. I never went up against anyone remotely close to my size, but I had really strong legs, and all I had to do was block him for 5 seconds. And I wasn't fast, like running back fast, but I was quick for a lineman. I was quicker than all of them. All right. Well, let's see. Oh, but the other thing I was saying I'm going to get is a microphone. And here's the reason. This is a microphone that could say plug into this iPad, or it could also plug in USB to this. And it's a studio quality. And like, say this microphone and this microphone kind of records like whatever's in the proximity. This is a studio quality. It's some word that starts with a C. That carnoid. I don't know. Somebody help me out in the comments. But its range is like this that goes out. It don't really pick up so much stuff over here, and you can adjust the sensitivity and all that. This is like record. Like if you ever wanted to do a podcast or something like that, this is the kind of microphones they use for that. But one thing, and I'm going to ask you guys' opinion on this, is there's a handful of interviews that I want to do and I want to record. And I remember like Red Viking did some interviews of just, truck driving people, but it would be like them on the phone and there's just a camera looking at him and his wife and stuff like that. And there would be live videos and comments calling, and that's cool and all that. But I want to do it in a video fashion. And this would actually be an edited one that I would put together. Maybe down the road, I can figure out how to incorporate comments and stuff like that into that. But the first few, anyway, are going to be, edited where I'm like FaceTiming with them. And with this microphone and everything, I think I can put it together cool. And sometimes it'll just be like me on the screen. Sometimes it'll just be them on the screen. Sometimes it'll be picture in picture, them big, me small, and vice versa. But one of the ones that's going to be one of the first few is a disabled veteran that I think I kind of first came across him from him watching my videos and making comments and sending me a Facebook request. And I just saw I don't know, one of his comments or post on Facebook where he was replying to someone that was made a comment about living off the government and stuff. And this is a guy that served in the Marine Corps, in the Army, and served in the Middle East, and got some pretty significant health problems right now. But this dude's attitude is fantastic. He just has a total attitude of gratitude, and I just like people like that. It inspires me. It reminds me of things that I learned from my dad, not to like bitch and whine and complain and well, just be a little pansy bitch. You work with what you got and make the best out of it, and be thankful and be nice to other people. And well, I think he has a good story that you guys would enjoy. Another one, I haven't talked to Mr. Parker on this. I hadn't said a word to him about it. So I'm like announcing on YouTube before I even talk to him about it. But I think he's a pretty interesting guy. That's the president of GNP for you guys that don't know. And he just seems to have a philosophy that makes GMP a better place to be a truck driver at. I ain't going to give the whole interview away, but he has a CDL himself. And, he's a president of like a trucking company. I don't know how many millions of dollars GMP does every year, but hell, Lowe's alone is $22 million. Um, so, he went to college. They really don't let high school dropouts do that sort of thing nowadays. Maybe in the 50s or whatever. But also, he was the son of a truck driver. His daddy was a truck driver. He was a truck driver while he was working his way through college. And just a lot of things he said to me, in orientation classes, if he's not, at the end of the very beginning, he's going to come in before lunchtime and talk to the group, tell them some stories, answer any kind of questions, and share his philosophy. What's up, Misty Bell? I am never on this channel. You're always on this channel. What are you talking about, Miss? You can't get enough. You love it. But like Mr. Parker. So in the comments, who else do you guys think would be good to put on the list? I've got Ken Justice from the Justice League. Nah, he's not from the Justice League. And then Clifton Parker. I thought Jim Gibson. He'll be a real good fill-in if Mr. Parker says no. Um, Donald Trump. Junior Honduras. That's it. That man, I tell you, you Madrid boys are full of good ideas. Junior would be a good one. I met Junior when I was at the truck show in Louisville. Very, very cool guy, nice guy. Invited me into his truck. We chatted for a little while. I wish I could have spent more time with Junior. Junior made a very good first impression on me. Okay, I'm not okay. That's you again. Does he? Okay. Junior Honduras, Barack Obama, Trucker Jim. Don't give Misty Bell enough love. Put Yukon Cornelius on that list. uh, I'll put you as an alternative. Yukon, um, Trucker Jukebox. I met Trucker Jukebox while at the truck show as well. Another very cool guy. The little guy. I texted with the little guy earlier today. Jay Canal. Ironically enough, I sent Jay Canal a Facebook message. I don't have his phone number about this. Y'all, sorry. Here's my review video on this wireless camera system by Halo View. Hey, parents, if your kids are watching this, put your hands over their ears right now for the next 10 seconds. I'm warning you in three, two. My review on this motherfucker's too hard to install, guys. Let me show you this thing. Like this camera. Wait a minute, where is it at? This camera that's supposed to be wireless, right? Wireless. Like to me, that means there ain't no wires. Here's a wire. I don't know what the heck that is supposed to plug into. Um, Apparently it plugs into some kind of like backup lights. You know, if I had a camper or whatever, I would invest the time and the energy to figure this out. But I have a trailer that I'm going to take to Lawrence and drop and then get another one. You know what I'm saying? Like at best, I want something I could just stick there and it work. And well, there's this mounting thing on it, but that's the actual camera itself. In concept, one that'll see, record, can see at night. That sounds real good. And then this thing, what am I supposed to hook that into? Am I like getting in the fuse box or like going through the dash to hook up to the battery in a truck I might be in another 6 months? You know, I want something that works like my Ram McNally. I plug it into the 12 volt. Um, so that thing's gonna like make its way to my mama's house, I guess. I buy a camper or something, I'll probably put it on there. So any backup camera people, make something that's simple. I mean, if you got truckers in mind, like I totally wanted to use it. I did. I wanted to capture video with it and include it in there, but I like it just ain't designed for us. I mean, even if we did hardwire that thing in there, and you can hook 4 cameras up to it. It's like great in theory. Now Kentucky's saying the Dread Pirate Trucker. The Dread Pirate Trucker has never left a comment on any of my 300 plus videos. I don't guess I've left any on his. Indiana Jack. Indiana Jack had never left a comment on any of my videos, but I don't think I've left any on his either. So, but he does have over 30,000 subscribers. A wireless doorbell camera will work. Trucker Brown. Now, I have left a comment or two on Trucker Brown's. I started one of his videos today. I think he is with his brother. They were like on his brother's flatbed truck. Um, have a good night, Misty. I love you, baby. And maybe like I'm gonna be able to make it to Lawrence tonight and have as long as I don't go too long on this live video, and I might be able to just get on back tonight and have all day Friday, all day Saturday, and just if I do that, I'm gonna leave out Bert and Ernie on um, Sunday morning. Bad translation from Chinese. Less wires, not wireless. I think they are foreign, Chinese, Japanese, some kind of knees, cause there's no phone numbers. They done emailed me several times, and I don't know, like I pretty much understand what they're saying, but sometimes it'll be, you know, just not natural English. But like they've got like a Kentucky address on one of the addresses that I saw. Chasing Andrew Jackson is a good trucker to interview. I think I saw a few of his when I was first starting off. I hadn't seen him come across my feed. Trucking with Selena. Okay. I think I know who that is. Interview Oscar Madrid. JB Travels. Okay. Tobin Casales. It has very crazy few weeks. Hello from Ronkonkoma, New York. All you might need is an external monitor. Then just zip tie the camera to the bottom of the truck, the back frame. You should be able to view all the way to the back from underneath the trailer. I don't know if that'll work, man. I thought about sticking it on the back of the frame, but I don't know. Like the whole thing as far as what would make a backup camera cool is knowing what the corner on my blind side of my trailer is, how it is close to object in question. I wouldn't mind having one on my front bumper so it'd tell me how close my front bumper is to said item in question. You know, from there, I don't really, I don't think that would work or be helpful. I mean, I'm sure you could stick it there. What's up, my brother from another mother? Hey, Hunter. Hey, Kenneth Justice is on here. Were your ears ringing, man? I was talking about you all ago. Hey, Trucker Jim, your videos rock and roll. Well, thank you, brother. Tobin Casales, Prez of Southeastern Freight Line. Okay. Interview Taylor from GP. Hmm. I'm probably not. But Jeff or Susie, like if all the others in GP say no, they might be a good one. Interview Joey from the Little Guy Show. That's funny there. Hmm. How would MacGyver install it? What's up, Rick Brown? How are you, man? Hey, when you gonna come see another My Pet Show, Rick Brown? You can come down when we're gonna make a video. I'm sure we could use an extra hand to set up a green screen or hold lights or something like that. But my son Chase, which uh, I don't know, a lot of you guys have probably seen him in my videos. I've given him an assignment, which he has a MacBook Pro. Hell, it's newer than the one that I got. Um, and he has an iPhone that has more memory than what I've got, and I've given him an assignment. I'm trying to turn him into like a vlogger, cause like some people dream of having their own truck. I think about having my own truck. But really, the thing that gets me excited about it, I can go wherever the hell I want to, and I can stop however I want to, plan my loads, work on percentage, but I can make pretty cool videos out of it. And I know that's weird, guys, for the guys that eat, drink, sleep, and shit trucking. I like trucking. I do. I like it 100 times more than I ever did being in sales and selling insurance. But I have a passion towards videos. Like my goal in life is I want to get good enough at all this stuff and have the equipment, the relationships, the knowledge, and all to be a filmmaker. And I'd like to have my son, help out with this. He's already interested in the subject and has an appreciation for it. So I told him if he can optimize 40 of my videos, starting back with the one I got fired from U.S. Express, and do 40 of those between now and Saturday, that microphone that I was talking about, I'll get him one too. It's a $250 microphone. I did the math on this, and this is like a $25 an hour kind of gig for him. So he's motivated. He just sent me a text. He's already done 5 of them right now. But what optimizing means, and this is going to refresh it in YouTube. You'll probably start seeing some of my older videos pop up and like your suggested and stuff from this happening. This is updating, added to the tags, maybe refreshing the thumbnail if the thumbnail sucked. It costs for like 200 and something episodes. I did not create my own thumbnails. YouTube just decided what the thumbnail is going to be. After I did it a little while, I got to pick from 3 choices of what YouTube decided. And then as time went on, I learned how to create my own thumbnails, just like this live video. That was a picture I took. I put live up here and I cropped the thing a little bit, put Trucker Jim, like, all right, I'll use that instead of, when I first started going live, it was just, a picture that was snapped from this. Um, but doing the description, um, I'm kind of getting away from having the number at the beginning of the title because, like, I bet Dread Pirate Trucker probably has more subscribers than me, which he's funny. I've watched like 2 or 3 of his, like Little Guy, RVT, all the ones well, not all. I mean, there's some that I have more of, but I feel there's a bunch that I make better videos than them, but I'm not getting the views and the subscribers as some of those. And so it's a constant challenge to improve whatever things I'm not doing good enough to change that. But optimizing all the videos, setting the tags up, the descriptions the right way, having titles, thumbnails, all that factors in for a person to even click play on the video before, your video even has a shot to hit play, watch it for 30 seconds. This is boring. This sucks. I'm turning it off, to even get to that point, much less, a person, subscribe. Hey, somebody says, go Gamecocks. Your material is real. Well, thank you, man. Did we have any more like suggested ideas for possibly people that I should talk to about interviewing? Swear words. So, what do you guys think about swear words? Like, they really don't bother me. Um, I think in certain emphasis, they make things funnier. But I know some parents kind of trip about their kids hearing it because they probably don't want to be, going around town and their kids saying these words. So, I understand and I try to watch it around my kids too. And I try to be respectful of, all the little ones that's watching this because I do want you guys to watch. Can you suggest a good editing program? Well, that depends, Anthony. Are you an Apple guy or you use a Droid? Because if you use a Droid, I really don't know, man. But most of your editing programs are going to have roughly the same stuff, at least enough to get started. Putting some together stuff together and getting your creative juices flowing. Because here's how it works. First, you film stuff. Hey, y'all might want to write this down, okay? I'm going to give y'all a huge nugget of wisdom when it comes to creating like anything. I first learned this in sales is 5 steps to a pitch. Like if I was going to walk up to a person and pitch whatever the heck I'm having to, trying to sell them or whatever, this is the structure. Now, as I got more evolved in it, it changed to the 5 steps of a conversation. This is how to walk up and just initiate and structure a conversation with someone. But also and I don't always follow this in a video, but a lot of times if you pay attention, a segment of a video will have this, but it goes like this. Number one is the introduction, the intro. Okay. Most of the time in the intro, as far as back in the sales conversations days, that's establish eye contact, smile, and just have a little enthusiasm or excitement to you. You don't want to be looking at the ground and crying when you walk up to someone. I mean that may work in some situations, but the introduction. The second one is a short story, which is kind of Well, in sales, it was more of kind of a question asking sort of thing to really see if the person qualifies to hear what you're saying next. Cause everybody don't, and if they don't, well, there's no need to go on. But then a presentation, close, and rehash. But a lot of times when I'm sitting down jotting down ideas, I kind of structure in an introduction, short story, presentation, close, and rehash. And rehash is too advanced to go over on this video. Um, but really, you're recording stuff and then you drop it on a timeline. You trim off the little edges so it has flow better, set up a transition, in between each clip, whether it's a quick clip, it's a crossfade. You don't want to get all freaky with your transitions and having circles open up and cubes going around, not too much. I mean, there may be a time and a place for that, but don't go crazy with it. And then maybe throw a few titles up here and there in the appropriate places. Um, and then if you want to put music in at certain spots, but here's the key to making a cool video. Don't just do all that and say, all right, I've made it to the end. Upload. Go back and watch it. Like this video I uploaded today, Jesus, I don't know how many times I watched that thing. Like I don't want to watch it now. I'm sick of it. I've seen it so many times, especially the part of me talking about GMP's pay plan. But watch your video several times so you get it the way you want it. And then a day or so later, when you watch it again, there'll be things you don't like about it. You wish you would have done different. And you take that knowledge to your next project and you continually get better. Chasing America is on the call. Let's see. Tim and I love your channel. Our two fur babies give you four paws up. Well, I appreciate it, Cadence. Also, a handshake shows confidence and don't be yourself. Yes, a handshake does show confidence. Muschamp in his dreams. Muschamp's going to win a SEC championship at South Carolina. Just wait and see. Maybe it'll happen this year. Did you make better money in sales, driver? Um, well, it depends on the time frame. I remember one month in sale, I made $16,500 in the month of August. I have not made $16,000 in a month as a truck driver, but also at the same time, I've never went in the hole as a company driver because of chargebacks and things. But I would have to say there's not a significant difference in it, but I think I'm probably overall, especially with my other little things that have become additional streams of income in addition to my you know per mile stuff that I get. I'd say I'm doing better as a truck driver than I was in sales. I still hadn't made $16,500 in a month as a truck driver though. Depends on the hours I work, I guess. Maybe an interview a shipper or receiver. How does RVT have 20,000 subs? Don't make sense. I'm not sure. 20,000 people hit the sub button. Um, Texas local trucker says he likes the channel. Interview Muschamp. Man, I would love to interview Muschamp. Yes, Apple phone, Windows, laptop. Okay. Um, iMovie you've got on your iPhone for free, it's pretty good. Um, there are some limitations to it, like the Mac version of iMovie I like so much better. But you can do it quick with it. Like I said, just you open it up and you can get clips that you film from the iPhone on your photo roll. You can adjust the volume. Now, if you want to use music in it, I give you a little tip. It works different on the Mac. You don't have to do this on the Mac version of it. But say, for instance, you want to start a video with some music, whether it's something that a song you buy from iTunes or that's, I don't know, on your phone or those cheesy little ones that are already in there, Or probably the coolest thing to do is go to YouTube, copy the link, open up a conversion tool to go YouTube to MP3, also known as an MP4 to an MP3 file. What it does, it takes a video, takes the video out, just keeps the sound, converts it to an MP3. So it's just the sound of it. And you got to watch out for copyright stuff with that. But whatever it is, the source you want to use, you want to start your video with it, then boom, put it at the beginning. Now, just a little tip, 25 seconds, if you go much over that, if it's copyrighted music, you're going to get a ding, and who knows what'll happen. Sometimes you, like that Reunited song I used a couple videos ago, if I would have let it went any longer, and I so wanted to let it go a little bit longer, it would have been even better. It would have been blocked in 245 countries, and you guys never would have been able to see it. So I had to clip it right then. Um, but anyway, when split clip or blade tool, it's where you just cut it in half, and then you can drag it the in front of you. But then you want to have a little talking section where you don't want to hear music. What you do, this is gold. This took me probably 50 episodes to figure this out. Apple didn't even know how to do it. But you just take another audio clip. It completely doesn't matter what it is, just one of those little goofy songs that come on the program, and drop it in there. Drag it all the way through the talking part where you want your next music to start, and then you mute it. And what it is, your recorded stuff is just going to play over like it said. The music is muted, but it's saving the spot right there, and then you can bring back the music you want at the spot that it ends, and you can repeat that however many times. But that's how you have music, talking part, have music come back on the mobile version of iMovie. Let's see. Interview the barbecue guy at 202 on I-75 South about how he built that business over the years. Bet he has ingesting money story. Interesting money story. I don't know who the heck, what barbecue guy you talking about. You always put the right music on vids, Jim. I tell you, that's one of the things that I spend more time than I wish I did. Eric Wise says RVT is pretty good at marketing. I agree. He is. He does a lot of things good. Benny Walsh, tell folks at the beginning of the video to hit the like button. I guess I do wait to the end before I say hit the like button. So tell you what, people, hit the like button. There's 69 of you here. There's at least 20 people watching now that has not hit the like button. And for anybody that's wanting to make a movie on their phone, dadgummit, I just gave you a nugget that's worth a like. So come on, people, bring it on. Come on. If 10 more don't hit it now, I swear to God, I'll end this video right now and go drive to Lawrence and go crawl in bed with my woman tonight at like 11 o'clock. I appreciate it, Steven. And old flat better. All right, we're up to 62 likes. I guess I can live with that. All right, somebody said a backing video. I done wrote this about 3 times, but if I keep doing it, maybe soon I will make a backing video. What kind of things in the backing video do you guys think, or like if there's a backing video you've seen before that was really awesome, something about it that made it awesome, or other backing videos that were just lacking something? Throw them at me, people. Can you play some Waylon Jennings in your next video? Is that like the Dukes of Hazzard song? Just them good old boys, never meaning no harm. It's all you ever saw in the trouble and the loss since the day they were born. Is that Waylon Jennings? I think it is. How to set up different types of backs. So, good old faithful is a 45, and then there's a 90. Um, I think probably something good is how to get your trailer straight. A lot of people have trouble with that. How to get trailer straight. Probably snaking it over or a couple. Thaw another cam from underneath while backing. 69. Have you been to Hazard County, Jim? I don't think I, well, I don't know. I think I did. Is Hazard County, Georgia? Singing Trucker Jim. Well, that's a good one. When to get under your trailer? Yeah. Let's see. I don't ever blindside unless absolutely have to. 1 year drive and have never had to blindside yet. I don't like the blindside either, man. But there's been a few times I've had to, or start out at a blindside to get at a better. I've done that several. To get more of a traditional 45. Got to change my vape batteries, people. It was tasting a little weak. Vape juice is good. Oh, one of these batteries is still weak. Let's try this one. Y'all keep throwing ideas. I'll come back and check them here in a moment. All right, now I'm good. Where do you buy your juice while on the road? I do not buy juice on the road anymore. Let me show you what I buy. Dang, where'd it go? Ah, Trucker's Paradise. This is a 200 milliliter bottle. I went and bought one with it. It usually lasts me a couple of weeks, and I couldn't find it. I thought I left it at Misty's, but it was actually in the side pocket of my backpack. So I stopped by there Sunday and got another one. So I'm straight. This is what their bottles used to look like. This is some older custard cup juice. Now, I did run out in Louisville. This is on. I think I was on camera getting this. This was some kind of Irish cookie, but I used to stop at all kind of vape shops. I like love going to new vape shops, and I've been to some really cool ones. One of the coolest ones was in Houston. It was all like Buddha and stuff in there, but it's not really an app. It's like a website. If you use an iPhone, just vape shop near me, but it's called Vape About, but it works with your GPS, and it'll pull all the vape shops up within a 25-mile radius of where you're at, and it has their name, their address, their phone number. Some of them, if they've got a website from there, and that's what I use to find vape shops. Vape About, or like, I can't speak. Maybe like when I say all the awesome stuff I do, usually Android, I can do that with mine, and then they sit there and like type away for like, I don't know, a while when it's quick on the iPhone. But if you just open up Safari and type in whatever you're looking for near me, boop. Sorry about that. Magic happens. Check you later too, Jason Helms. I'm in the White Pines. There's nothing near me. How do you know? Have you looked for vape shop near me? So there's a female guard with an attitude at the DC. Interviews I do. I want to do somebody interesting. Vape's Gone Wild in Newman, Georgia is a rated, but I would always like check them out on the satellite view if I can, or call them up and tell them, "Hey, I'm a truck driver. What's your parking situation?" That's like the first question because every vape shop you really can't get in. So I would always call them first, and then they kind of give you a heads up. Junior Honduras does great training vids. Trucker Jim does interesting vids. If Kentucky Wildcats win the SEC, will you shave your head? You talking about in football? Man, they ain't. But ironically enough, and I'm ashamed. Actually, I'm not even going to talk about it. I'm not a truck driver, but a truck mechanic. I've seen many drivers over the years, and are only go ahead drivers. I've had to back a few into the shop myself. 20 minutes, not bad, Eric. Well, right on, man. Um, IH guy, I think you left a comment on one of my videos earlier today. Was going to take an Uber there, but there wasn't anything here, and it's White Pine, Tennessee. Is that off an interstate? Jim, shave his head. How do an episode on family life and trucking, communicating with each other, tips on dealing with life issues while on the road? Yeah, I tell you, that is probably something a lot of people would benefit from. I'll write that down. All right. It is now the 2 minute warning. I had planned to just do this for 30 minutes, but we're at 50 minutes and 31 seconds. So it is time to start saying our goodbyes, people. But I appreciate everyone like tuning in and staying so long. I've had fun. I hope you guys have as well. Any kind of last comments or ideas on people to interview or video ideas in the future. As far as the interview candidates, here's who I've got written down: Ken Justice, Clifton Parker, Jim Gibson, Junior Honduras, Yukon, Trucker Jukebox, Little Guy, Jay Canal, Indiana Jack, Chucker Brown, or someone from the recruiting department at GMP. The best place for eating on the road, in my opinion, would be in your truck. Start I don't know, get jiggy with it, as far as recipes and stuff you want to make. It makes like I totally don't do this every time, but when I do, I'm glad I did. Make a shopping list before you go into the grocery store and have some ideas of things you want to make for the week, and it's fun. And things that take 30 minutes, an hour to cook or whatever, you can always pull over on like an entrance or exit ramp or something like that, you know, chop that stuff up. Or if you're leaving a shipper going to, you know what I'm saying, but you can start it prior to getting shut down. So you're not starting the whole process when you shut down. It's like 2 hours later or something like that before you get to eat. And then you just got a big old mound of food in your gut and then you lay down immediately. I mean, I've done that too, but that's not ideal. But it depends on where you're at. A lot of places I'm just freaking sick of, like McDonald's and Subway. I got sick a long time ago. Here recently, I done got tired of Wendy's. I done got tired of Arby's. Hell, Popeye's chicken. I don't really even get excited about. I know, right? I never thought I would say that. Um, man, but if Chick-fil-A was in truck stops, I would eat that pretty often because I like Chick-fil-A. But I say your truck's the best place to eat, and you will, as time goes on, save money by doing that. But I mean, hell, it ain't free. I mean, you're not breaking out your card, in your truck to eat, but you got to go buy the stuff. So I mean, it still costs, but it's such a time saver. And the whole thing of, hell, I'm going to go ahead and push to the shipper. I know they're closed right now, but I'm going to shut down, whatever is available to me right there, so I can ease on there, get unloaded or deliver or whatever, and start with a fresh clock when I leave here empty or loaded or whatever the next day. I love that. Like, I feel like that gives me an edge on the truck stop slaves that are driving trucks around America. Interview John Boy and Billy. Uh, Cheaper and better for you in the truck. I agree. It is definitely better for you. I don't know what all kind of preservatives and all that stuff that goes in restaurant food, but it's a lot. Take care, bro. Be safe and keep on trucking. Thanks a lot, Walter. Oh, I saw the lunchbox cooker and the power converter for the house. I returned my broken lunchbox cooker the other day, and I was going to get this crock pot looking thing that they've got in Road Pro, but I think it was like $15 more than the lunchbox cooker. And I was like, just give me cash back. And I'll look around on Amazon or something like that and find, my next edition. I got this stove, like toaster oven kind of thing, but I cooked a freaking pot pie in it the other day, and I don't have the little rack, but I don't know. It was like trying to burn the top of my pot pie and everything. Ended up cooking in the microwave for a little bit and then toasted it in there. But the toaster oven does great for like frozen lasagna and does really good for those square uh, pizzas that Walmart has. There's a pepperoni one and there's a buffalo chicken that I really like. It does great on those. I don't use it too often, but it's on the other side, down out of the way, under the rack. You probably listened to them before. They went to. I know who John Boy and Billy is. Making coffee. All right, guys, I'm out. I'm gonna finish my shift so I can make it to Lawrence, and then decide is that gonna be it for the week, or am I gonna get something else and try to get a few 100 miles tomorrow? But this weekend is Mother's Day, so all of you that are fortunate enough to still have your mother, at the very least, you want to give Mama a call and tell her how much you love her. If you're able to do something special for your mama, by all means do it, because mamas get together on this kind of stuff. You know how competitive women are. Don't let your mom be the loser in the conversation. Do something awesome for her. See her if you can, take her out to lunch or dinner if you can. Um, I'm not going to really be hanging with my mom on Mother's Day, but she's coming up to Misty's house Saturday morning. We're going to go out and have a good lunch somewhere, wherever she probably don't know where she wants to go up there, but pick a cool place. They're bringing my pressure washer up, and I'm going to clean around Misty's sidewalks because I don't know. You know that black stuff that gets on concrete? It's everywhere up there. I don't think anybody's clean. So my girl's going to be the envy of the complex because she's going to have shimmering clean concrete and everybody else is going to be black. It's going to be awesome. But then we're going to the Apple store and I'm getting my mom a pair of these AirPods. These things are great on so many different levels. So, yeah, that's going to be my weekend, and I'll be. It popped up. It found my AirPods. I was looking for them the other day with with Apple. They got the Find My iPhone, but it works with all your Apple stuff. But I'm out, guys. Thanks for tuning in. There will be some great content coming soon. I appreciate all the input. If you're seeing this on the after live thing, feel free to comment and throw a like there too. But love all you guys and have a great Mother's Day weekend. But until next time, be safe out there and keep on trucking.